Time now for the voice of the land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay.
Good Sunday evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Voice of the Land. As Big Voice Guy Bob in Millersburg always tells you to start the show, this is the Voice of the Land on the Big Play Network, partnered with LPV Productions and brought to you by Vector Technical. They'll get the right person in the right job the first time. I am Kevin Arnold, one of your hosts. Alongside me, it is Always Positive Jay. Audio is not here for this show.
And he was gone. The sun chased audio out, and being an AI system, the sun's not very good on his skin, I guess.
It must not be. Whatever skin that an AI system has, I don't know, but audio will be putting the show together. So yes, it is a Sunday evening, but we are here live out at Little Mountain Golf Club on Saturday afternoon for Ricky Smith's Rake charity golf outing here in Paynesville, Ohio. And this is going to be a golf-centric show because we also have footage from last week.
Golf Extravaganza we got going on.
The VTL Golf Extravaganza, I guess, is what we're going to call this.
Two guys that don't golf.
Hey, but we will cover any sport possible on this show. So,
Who are these two rolling up here?
Who's pulling up here? We got Big Play Dave.
We got the Reflog show.
Reflog show pulling up off to our right. It may
we might have started this the wrong time because these two are trouble.
Yeah, we might have started this at the wrong time. But yes, we are out here for Rick Onya's charity golf outing, and guys are going to be coming through the 18th tee where we are set up at. And like we said, it's a golf extravaganza. We're going to have footage later in the show from last week with the U.S. Am Tour out at Greyhawk Golf Club in, I believe that was LaGrange, Ohio. Yep. Our friend of the show, Ed Rooper, we got to talk to him and some of the golfers and got some footage of that course, and you'll get some footage of this course as well throughout the show. But today we are out supporting charity, and that's one of the best things you can do, right, Jay?
Oh, for sure. Like, anytime you leave one of the Rake things, you just leave in a great mood because you knew you did something good for the world. And plus, they're just fun. They're just a lot of fun. Like, this is not a golf outing like you'll see at Greyhawk what we have on. This is a much more relaxed golf outing. And we got the Reflog guys coming in from behind us, who we are rooting for you guys to win today.
Yes.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Big Play Dave? What's going on, man? How are you? How are you? These guys are teeing off behind us. You can sit down if you want before you tee off.
It is way too hot out here.
It is. So, Dave, I mean, like, how's the outing going for you guys so far? What's the group shooting so far?
-1.
Nice.
Okay.
Not great. Reflog has yet to show up.
It's true.
You're a closer, right?
I'm a closer. That's right.
Yeah.
So you donated some stuff here today. I see, and I brought in for you.
Yes. Now, what are you bidding on that Nick Chubb helmet?
I haven't bid yet. I don't know. Where do we go bid?
I actually don't know.
I will bid.
I mean, I saw the table, but is there a spot to bid at the table?
We're kind of putting all this together at the last minute.
Yes.
So he had a Teller signed jersey, a Hunt signed jersey, and what was the other one?
Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews signed
Junior.
jersey.
Yeah.
Soon to be in the Hall of Fame for the senior squad, I'm hoping.
Absolutely.
And then the Nick Chubb signed speed helmet, which it's mine, so you guys don't even want to bid on it.
What are you going to bid?
I'm not telling you. So you can outbid me
going
for
to $1 over.
Oh, yeah. He's going to pull the price and get off my show. Hit him straight, bud.
He's going to tee off. That is Big Play Dave of the Big Play Reflog Show with Chris McNeil and sometimes Sports Gab and Nick Padone, all the cast and characters with the Reflog Show. They are out here shooting their -1 right now.
As you can see right behind us here. I mean,
yep, and of course part of the Big Play family. You can catch them live Monday nights at 9 p.m. Of course, catch them at Big Play Reflog Show on Twitter, all across the Big Play networks of social media. Let's see if we can kind of take a look behind us as the rest of the group kind of tees off. We'll be quiet, I guess. But this isn't that kind of a golf outing, so I guess I don't have to...
Yeah, they got music playing on their golf carts, and most of them.
They got music, they got people distracting each other.
They got shots driving around everywhere. It's a good time. Now we got Dave up here. Think about what you're going to bid on that helmet. Don't concentrate on the swing here.
Jay, let's give a little play-by-play on this one. I got to do it last week. You do it this time.
So we got to use a southpaw.
Yeah, you got to get play-by-play commentary. Do a Scottish accent.
I'm just going to bust out a Scottish accent. All of a sudden, I just know how to speak Scottish. Oh, what a shot. Straight.
Straight down the fairway it goes, and
That's
this group is
what we like
off.
to see.
Thank you guys so much.
Cut up the
-1.
promos.
Let's start a run of birdies for this group here.
Team
This
Big
guy's
Play.
got the
Team Big
VTL.
Play.
Good luck.
Let's go.
So we are out here, like we said, at Riconia's charity golf outing for RAKE, which stands for Random Acts of Kindness Everywhere. And I mean, Jay had we were kind of talking before they got up to the tee that it feels good to give back, especially to this community. When you're in Cleveland or Northeast Ohio, you feel like a family anyways. And when you get a chance to give back, like Ricky Smith always does with his, and there's other great charities with other celebrities or well-known people in the area that come back, athletes, celebrities, whatever it may be, it just feels good to give back.
Yes, it always does, dude. Like, giving is the most rewarding thing. It's far better than receiving. That's the golden way it is. It's just the way it is.
So we're going to have some guests coming up. I know we're going to try to get Ricky Smith to talk about his outing here in just a little bit. We'll also maybe get Jimmy Hanlon, the golf pro. This is one of his golf courses here in Paynesville. He also has Stonewater in Highland Heights is the area that is considered over there. Got a chance to be out there for work this year for some street teams and things like that. Another beautiful golf course just like this one is. Jay, I know you were here last year, and you've had a chance to kind of go around even this year too. Just talk about the golf course, because people are going to get to see two beautiful golf courses on today's show.
One, if you're an amateur golfer, don't come here because there's houses everywhere that are absolutely gorgeous.
Just like last week.
So that's why they asked, like, Jay, are you playing this year? I'm like, no, I don't really feel like breaking people's windows. Like, I definitely play in metro parks where I hit trees and they're just fine with it. But yeah, this place is absolutely gorgeous. It's huge. So we're on a 500-yard par 5 in the 18 right now.
A par 5 on an 18. Usually I don't usually see that, but I mean, again, we don't golf often, so yeah, you can definitely see it as you go down there. But we don't golf often, so no. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of golfers watching the show right now saying like, "You idiots! There's always par 5s on the 18. That's where it gets you to finish off your round." I've watched golf so much, and I've always seen par 4s on. That seems to be the traditional thing. But if I'm wrong, please tell us I'm wrong. We're always rooting to be wrong. When we make predictions about our teams or have opinions about what happens with the Browns or the Cavs or the Guardians and Ohio State, all of that. If it's something that may seem negative, we are always rooting to be wrong and to come on this show and say that we are wrong.
And we're not afraid to be corrected either, because if you're a know-it-all, you leave yourself no room for growth anyways.
Yeah,
so.
What does it matter if you got like a big ego, a big head about it, and your take, you got to get it out there, and you got to make it.
And you're in the business.
I know.
You're supposed to, like, our word's supposed to be pretty much gospel, and what we say we have to believe and don't. No, we're just not like that. We're not that kind of show. We're not know-it-alls.
No, everybody's opinion matters.
Exactly.
On this show, and we are trying to work on ways to get more people to be able to be involved.
Well, maybe not Steeler fans; their opinions are slightly less matter, but
we're working on ways to be more interactive. I know that people are disappointed. We kind of teased having a phone call-in line at one point, things like that. We are working on that, but you guys can always tune in. You guys can always reach out to us at VTL_pod on Twitter, Voice of Land on Facebook. Reach out to Big Play at Big Play all across all social media sites. You guys can always interact with us at Always Positive J, at Kevin7, KEVANINSEVAN, in case audio can't get the name tags on. But I'm sure he will. I'm sure they're right down below us right now above the table. So,
hey, is this better than talking about what everyone else is talking about today?
This is definitely better. And this is one reason, not the main reason, but this is one reason we're bringing you the VTL Golf Extravaganza live.
Let us be your escape from the Watson stuff.
Not live, from Little Mountain Golf Club here in Paynesville, Ohio for RAKE, Random Acts of Kindness Everywhere. I'm going to get that right and be fluid with that throughout the show. Maybe trip over that at the beginning, but of course, Ricky Smith, his charity golf outing.
What a
here
beautiful
today.
Day, too, man.
Beautiful day, but a hot day.
Hot.
It has been hot.
It's nice when the clouds cover up that sun there for a second.
And it's not even the sun, it's the humidity, it's that stickiness that just feels disgusting, but it's all for a good cause, so all of us can grin and bear it. We got sunscreen around here somewhere, it's like under the table, so we're protecting ourselves, but live, not live, this is the Voice of Land right here on the Big Play Network at Riconia's charity golf outing at Little Mountain Golf Club. We'll be back with some special guests, some more talk as we give you what no one else is talking about to get away from what everybody is talking about. This is the Voice of the Land with Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay on the Big Play Network.
Are you struggling to hire the right talent or maybe even find the right career? Vector Technical makes it easy. Since 1992, Vector has provided Ohio employers with a reliable process for hiring and have helped thousands of job seekers advance in their careers. Vector Technical is more than just a temp agency. We invest time to get to know each client and candidate personally. Vector places people in job opportunities that they are truly excited about. Interested in learning more? Visit our website at www.vectortechnicalinc.com to see a full list of our current job opportunities and to find out what Vector Technical can offer you.
Welcome back to the Voice of the Land. Kevin Arnold alongside Always Positive Jay. Audio is somewhere in the distance, who has edited all of this together as we are recording this on Saturday afternoon, playing this as a live show every Sunday night, as we usually are, Sundays at 7 on Twitter, and you can always get the recordings wherever social media site or YouTube that we go live on, and you can also get the audio recording on Google, Spotify, and Apple. Before we get to our interviews here, as we are at Little Mountain Golf Club for the Rake Random Acts of Kindness Everywhere charity golf outing being put on by Rick Onya, better known as Ricky Smith, or whichever way you want to say it. Before we get to those interviews with Ricky Smith and hopefully Jimmy Hanlon on the show, we want to send it out to us, correspondents, Always Positive Jay and Kevin Arnold, correspondents at Greyhawk.
Well, cameraman, Always Positive
Yes,
Jay.
cameraman, Always Positive Jay, and correspondent Kevin Arnold at Greyhawk Golf Course in LaGrange, Ohio for the latest tournament in the U.S. Am Tour, the Amateur Tour, the Cleveland edition. We talked to Ed Rooper and a couple of the golfers, Todd Krebs and Matt Herrig, before they get out on the golf course. Let's take a look at Greyhawk and the U.S. Am Tour Cleveland. What's going on, everybody? Kevin Arnold from the Voice of the Land podcast. We are out here at Greyhawk Golf Course for the latest tournament in the U.S. Am Tour in the Cleveland area. We are here with two of the golfers who will be teeing off here soon. We have Todd Krebs and Matt Herrig. And guys, how has the season been going for you guys so far? Todd, I'll start with you. Just kind of overall, I know you've been out to several tournaments. The director, Ed Rooper, has been kind of talking about you and how you've been one of the regulars. How's the season been going for you?
I've had a good year. One of the things I really love about this tour is the ability to play not only our events, but play nationwide. And I've played in Virginia, I've played in Michigan, I've played in New York. I've played well enough that I've won a couple and actually been moved to flight because of my play. But I really love that we've been able to play different places and see different states, different courses, meet different people.
And Matt, for you, I mean, similar kind of story. I know you guys are friends. You guys have golfed a lot. Kind of, how is your path to the U.S. Am Tour look?
Yeah, actually, I found an email that advertised this about 10 years ago, and then we were just playing ourselves together on Sunday mornings, and I told him about it, and then we both joined, and we've loved it ever since. It's like you said, you're flighted on your ability. You can move up or down depending on how you're playing, and just getting to play courses around the country, like you said, it's a great experience if you love golf.
So, and he talked about the different places you've gotten to play.
Yeah.
Favorite places you've kind of been around the country to play in these kind of tournaments, or just overall?
Yeah, Innisbrook in Florida.
Okay.
One of my favorites, and Sea Island in Georgia. Those are two resorts that I really enjoyed.
I'm sure a lot in the winter time too.
Yeah. And that's what's cool. They have events year round, so you can get out of this kind of weather too.
Todd, I mean, favorite spot? Is there a favorite spot maybe on the tour you've gotten to go, or is there just that one golf course that I can go there and I'm gonna hit it well every single time?
Yeah, I never feel like that at my level of ability, but we just got back last week from Turning Stone, which is just east of Syracuse in New York. Really nice venue. I enjoy that. We're going up here in a couple of weeks to play a course in northern Michigan that they claim to be the Pebble Beach of the Midwest, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I love the look of California. We played La Costa outside of San Diego last year. I love that sort of desertous mountain look. We're playing this year outside of Vegas, so if I had to pick, other than 100-degree heat, it's such a good time to play out there.
Now, before you guys get to tee off today, we had Ed on a few weeks back, kind of talking about the tour, getting everything set up, and he also kind of gave us some advice as novice golfers trying to take up the sport. What would you guys say, each of you, and we'll start with you, Todd. What is that biggest piece of advice to someone starting to try to take up the game, no matter what point of life they're trying to do that?
Honestly, I think the first thing you need to do is learn the etiquette, how to come out and fit in with the rules. We play by the rules, but there's also the how do you act, how do you comport yourself, how do you conduct yourself. I think people need to learn that. But then beyond that, don't worry so much about whether you're a guy who shoots in the 70s or shoots 100. We've got guys who shoot par and guys who can't break 100. You're welcome, but you need to know how to conduct yourself. That's the biggest advice I would give to anyone.
We recently had a guy on it talk about fishing. He goes, if you want to learn how to fishing, the best thing to do is just go out and do it. Just like Nike, just do it.
Yeah.
And Matt, would you say like the etiquette or just kind of getting out there and doing it would be the biggest piece of advice, or what worked for you when you started picking up the game?
When I started, that was, like he said, I just got out there and did it. But if I had to do over, I would maybe do that a couple times, and if I liked it, especially nowadays, would get into a lesson plan or something if you really want to get better, because that's the best way, I think, and that's what you see with all the young kids doing that nowadays.
Yeah.
So, but you don't, you don't have to, like he's saying, whatever your ability is, that's what's great about this. You can still come out and play, have a good time. If your score doesn't really matter. It's about having a good time out here. Or not.
For me, the biggest struggle is I was a softball player for 20 years, so I'm used to just trying to crush a ball as hard as I can. And they're like, no, just slow down and get your swing like smooth. I'm like, all right,
sure,
easier said than done.
Have any of you guys seen that transition from like people that may have that baseball swing to getting that actual golf swing? Is that just muscle memory, or is that is there like an easy way to transition if you've seen that before?
Yeah, it's actually similar. You'll even see on some lessons online, some of the drills they give are kind of baseball drills. So if you can just take those baseball knowledge of that swing and transfer it over to golf, it's really not that difficult. I didn't play a ton of baseball, but I think it's, don't you agree? That
Certainly if you've got athletic ability, you can figure out how to translate it into golf. It's just a matter of, it's all about transferring your weight properly and how to properly use your hands and your body.
Speaking of which, Santonio Holmes played in one of our tournaments in Columbus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I don't know if we
I'm a
drop
huge
his
fan.
name or not.
Hey, he went to Ohio State, so he gets a little bit of credit. We can talk Ohio State. I know Jay just did a Ohio State special last week, so we're okay with putting Santonio Holmes. Now that he's not hurting the Browns all the time. So
he seemed to enjoy himself. I didn't do anything more than just introduce myself and welcome to the tour, but he stayed after and talked with the guys and had a good time with it. So it's just an example of, all kinds of walks. There's older, younger, women. We've got a place for everyone if you're interested in just coming out and competing and playing golf and enjoying it by the rules.
Absolutely. Yep. Now, I know you guys got to tee off here soon, so we want to allow you guys to get warmed up. Matt, I know you're teeing off before Todd here does, so just kind of prospects for today. What are you looking for out of this course? Have you played this course before? What are the goals here today?
Yeah, I've played it a few times. There's certain spots where you can get in trouble where there's some water and that, so you got to play away from that. And in my flight, I would say I got to shoot for somewhere around 79, 80. Should have a pretty good chance today in my flight.
Same thing.
Yeah,
for you.
I'm one flight up from his, so for me, anywhere in the mid 80s to even a low 80 would probably be what I need to shoot to be competitive. In 84 and 85. But it can surprise you. Some days you come out and the scores are a little high. They make the course. The pins are a little tougher. But by and large, in my flight, it's going to take a mid 80s probably today to be competitive.
Well, the conditions out here weather-wise and course-wise look great. So good luck today, guys. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. Todd, Matt,
thank you.
That is Todd Krebs and Matt Herrig joining us here at the USAM Tour here at Greyhawk. We'll have some more coverage. Stay tuned. Kevin Arnold back here at Greyhawk Golf Club in LaGrange, Ohio. Of course, always positive Jay. If you didn't realize in some of our other interviews, he is behind the camera here today. But we are back with...
I got the Peter point of view.
Got the Peter point of view, that's for sure. So do I call you audio today or what? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But we are here with friend of show, Ed Rupert. He is still the interim director, or where are we
I have a name tag now, so I think I'm official.
So you're official. So director of the U.S. Am Tour, the Cleveland division of it. And Ed, we are out here at Greyhawk, but we kind of talked before the season really got going for you guys. How has the season been for the Am Tour, and you guys getting some good amount of guys coming out for the different flights you guys have?
Yeah, we've had a good season so far. We're averaging between 30 and 40 players an event, which is great. That's absolutely fantastic. Today is a little lower for us, but that's okay. We're good with that. But overall, the vibe has been good. Guys like the product we're doing. I mean, we're making our tee times. We're making our play times. That's really pace of play has been good. So we're not out here for 6 hours. We're able to get the guys in for 4.5 hours. It's really good. But overall, yes, I think the acceptance and the response has been really good for the tour so far.
And Todd Krebs and Matt Herrick, they were kind of talking about being in different flights, and Matt kind of thinking maybe 75 to 80 could put himself in a good position, and Todd was saying like low 80s for his flight. Kind of explain those different flights and kind of how that works here on the amateur tour.
So we have 6 flights and 2 age divisions. We have over 50 and under 50. We have 6 flights. Starts at 0 to 4, and it goes up roughly in increments of 4. So 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16. And what you do is you play in that flight against people in the same ability. Gross scores. There's no flighting or there's no handicapping or anything like that. So Matt and Todd are in different groups. I believe Todd was in 12 to 16. So anything above high 80s or low 90s would be good for him. And for Matt, he's in our 8 to 12. So anything from high 70s to low 80s is good for him. So that's how it works. You play in your flight. You're playing against guys that are the same ability, and it's gross scores.
Now out here at Greyhawk, how can these guys maybe attack this course to get those types of? Have you had a chance to play this course before? What are the keys to this one to get those types of scores? What are you trying to attack? Matt talked about a lot of some water hazards that you have to avoid.
Sure, there are. Yeah, I played out here multiple times, but yes, there are a few holes that water is key. There's an example, I believe it's 12, is actually a par 3 that's completely over water. So it's literally an island green that they're trying to hit.
Okay.
So that's
we'll definitely have to get that on.
And then I believe it's number 5 or number 6 is a par 5 that it's water all the way along the left side. So your tee shot has to navigate over the water, and then your next shot you have to make sure you're navigating along the water. And then there's actually water fronting the green too. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways out here to attack this, but just know your numbers, get to your numbers, and you should be able to shoot pretty well out here.
And greens out here, are they pretty fast? How are the conditions out here? Have you had a chance to take a look? And what have the greens been like throughout the season? How has the putting, I guess, been? Because that's always one of those elements, those skills that can really translate a golfer from being, having that good score to maybe having those rough days out there on the course.
Well, having played here before, greens are fantastic. They're probably running 10 or 11, which is, I think, typically a little fast for us. I mean, you talk to pros, they're playing 14s, right?
Yeah.
But so far, all the places I've played, if I could mention, we played at Chippewa, we were at Hawks Nest, we loved Hawks Nest, that was great. We're going to be out at Sleepy Hollow in a few weeks, so if anybody's interested, Sleepy Hollow at the end of August, which is always a great place, a lot of USGA events out there.
Yeah.
But overall, the greens have been great for all the places that we've played so far.
And you talked about some of the upcoming ones with Sleepy Hollow. After Greyhawk, where do you guys kind of go from here, especially in Ohio, that people can come out and check it out or try to get involved?
Sure, we'll actually be at Ellsworth and Hudson in a couple weeks. Then the end of August will be Sleepy Hollow, and then we have a little bit of a lull because of the holidays. Typically, I don't like to schedule too much around the holidays.
Absolutely.
But we have Firestone Fazio or Firestone West, some of you may know. That's where our Tour Championship is going to be in September. and we're always excited to be out there.
And I know Senior Players was just out there at Firestone as well. So that's always one of those courses that everybody is got to get involved in some sort of their golf tour. But again, Ed, just tell people how they can get involved, how they can reach out to you guys. I know the website and all social media. Just kind of let everybody know how they can connect with the USAM Tour, and especially in the Cleveland area.
Sure. So usamtour.com. You go out there, you can see all the different tours. We have roughly 32 cities across the country that you can get involved with. And what's one of the unique things about us is that when you join our tour, you're actually eligible to play in any of the events at any of those cities. So I've done a lot of different events traveling if I'm out for work. Been able to play different tournaments. I played Chambers Bay one time. So that's really the best way to get involved. You have a membership that you pay for to be on the tour. You get a nice gift with that, and then from there you pay your tournament fees whenever you play.
Yeah, so usamtour.com, that's where you can get all the details. And USAM Tour Cleveland, I know, is on all social media sites. As Jay blows away bugs from the camera, somewhat distracting but somewhat not. But he is now official Ed Rupert, director of the USAM Tour in the Cleveland area. He's got his name tag. Ed, thank you so much. We love having you on the show.
Thank you, Kevin.
This place is absolutely beautiful, by the way.
Absolutely.
As you can see in that amazing backdrop I picked.
An absolutely amazing golf club. We'll have some more out here. Stay tuned. This is the Voice of the Land at the USAM Tour Cleveland segment. Here on hole number 11 at Greyhawk Golf Club in LaGrange, Ohio. Voice of the Land still out here at the USAM Tour, the latest edition of the USAM Tour, and we are on hole number 11. I know that Ed Rupert told us it was hole number 12. It's actually hole number 11 with the island green that you can kind of see, just like you see at the Players Championship. And we've already seen a couple guys tee off here, hit in the water. It's water all the way around, difficult hole. Take a look as we take a drive down hole number 11 at Greyhawk. That'll do it for our coverage here from the Voice of the Land of the USAM Tour Cleveland Division out here at Greyhawk in LaGrange. It's been a fun time. It's a peaceful golf course, a great looking golf course. We saw some of the holes. You saw that throughout the segment. For Always Positive Jay doing all the filming today, myself, Kevin Arnold. This is the Voice of the Land on the Big Play Network. Catch us every Sunday at 7 p.m. Back to us in the studio. Thank you, Kevin, and Always Positive Jay for sending it back to the studio, but you sent it to the wrong spot because we're actually at Little Mountain Golf Club.
We're all over the place today, man.
And Jay's wearing the same thing.
Dude, I came from Greyhawk right here, and then I came right back.
Man, you came all the way across west to east that quick?
Audio hooked me up with one of those teleporters.
Police officers, things. You may want to take a look.
It was I got a teleporter. Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Audio's made it.
Well, I wouldn't put anything past audio. But in all seriousness, a great time last week.
So fun.
Thank you to Ed and his wife and everyone out there for being so gracious. We talked to so many other people that we didn't even get on camera last week
just
too.
Good people, man.
All good people, and I mean, if you're trying to get involved, usamtour.com. You can get all the information. They have all the information about the regions throughout the country, and it is such a great group of guys. There's the different tiers. I know they had like 6 different winners for those different tiers. That's all based on your handicap, age, and experience level, things like that. But a beautiful golf course. You saw some of the holes. That island green on hole number 11.
Oh my God, it's so nice.
We did a little spot there. I know thanks to reporter Kevin Arnold, thanking Kevin Arnold. I don't know why. That's very conceited. But
it's funny.
But I mean, a beautiful hole, and kind of gives you that, like we said, that Players Championship feel. There's so many great golf courses here in Northeast Ohio. You see all these great ones around the country when you're watching the PGA and these pros doing it. there's a lot of hidden gems, and golf courses are one of them here in Northeast Ohio.
Oh, for sure. Like, Ohio, known for, one, we got Lake Erie, we got great golf courses, we have great metro parks. Like, people really sleep on this area because they just think we're all farmlands and nothing but farm, corn, and snow, and we're not. There's so much more to this city than people realize. And not just Cleveland, like the suburbs and stuff outside, like where we are now. East side, west side, both sides are great if you ask me.
Yeah. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that on the VTL Golf Extravaganza. We're going to head to break, and when we come back, more from the Rake Random Acts of Kindness Everywhere charity golf outing at Little Mountain Golf Club in Painesville, Ohio. Hopefully some special interviews with some special guests. You're tuned in to the Voice of the Land on the Big Play Network.
Whether you're looking to hire new talent or start a new career, Vector Technical has you covered. Vector Technical is a 28-year-old staffing firm that has helped thousands of job seekers advance in their career with reputable partners throughout northeastern Ohio. Vector Technical is more than just a temp agency. With an above-average hire-in rate of 1 in 4 candidates, Vector works hard to connect the right person with the right opportunity the first time. Vector Technical hires for skilled manufacturing and light industrial work and is sure to have a career that you've been looking for. To learn more, visit our website at www.vectortechnicalinc.com.
Welcome back to the Voice of the Land on the Big Play Network. We are out here at Ricky Smith's Golf Invitational. It is his charity's golf outing, Rake Random Acts of Kindness Everywhere, and we have the creator of the golf course, PGA golf professional, Jimmy Hanlon, out here at Little Mountain Golf Club in Painesville, Ohio. Jimmy, thank you so much for coming on the show, taking a few minutes to join us.
Yeah, thanks for coming out here today. You guys are out in the sun, man. You're baking a little bit.
Yeah, we keep going over to the shade when no one's around.
Yeah, that's a good move right there. It's a good move. But perfect day.
Yeah.
This is Ricky's second annual event. He does a great job. People just want to be around him, man. He's a funny dude, and he does good things for the world. It's good stuff.
And it's a different type of golf outing, too, right, Jimmy? I mean, there's a lot more fun had. It's not kind of the traditional following the etiquette of golf type thing. There's a little bit more ability to kind of have some fun with this one, right?
Yeah, they tote the line a little bit. I got to roll them back in, and then I let them go a little bit. It's like having a kid, you know? You let them go a little bit.
But that's Ricky. We know
and then
this.
you reel them back in.
I mean, last year I was telling him I was sitting there, and I got a drive-by super soaking by him, and I'm like, I guess that's how this is going to go down.
Yeah. They do. They have a good time.
And he's lucky I forgot that, because I would have brought a super soaker for him this year.
Yeah, I just try, there you go. There's one there. I just, constantly, have to remind him that, hey, this is actually a golf outing, we're not hanging out at some, in the bar or whatever, but they have a good time. Ricky does a good job mixing everything up and making it fun. He's great at it.
Keeps it professional, but has fun. Like you said, he's very balanced on that line.
He keeps it on the line, but he does a good job. Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about the Live Tour? I wanted to ask you about that. Everyone keeps talking about it. I've heard it on your show. I've heard it on your show, but they got to hear it on our show.
Yeah. I'm all about it, right? I'm okay with. I like more golf. Number one, right? I want to see more golf. I can see more golf.
I was telling the guys here, PGA needed a little competition. I think.
I like it, and I want them to get paid, right? I want these guys to get paid. I mean, you got to remember, if Patrick Mahomes throws 32 interceptions this year, he still gets paid, right? A PGA Tour player goes out and plays bad for a year, he doesn't get paid, right? So these guys, I'm okay with them getting paid a little bit for it. I think the thing about the Live Tour guys is that we haven't really seen what it is yet, right?
Yeah.
This is like a little. Just taste
first
of
photo
it,
bomber here.
Yeah, photo bomber. He looks good.
What you guys shooting? Where's your group at right now?
We're about 4 under.
2 over?
I thought we were 2 over.
There's a big difference.
If you're on camera, say 2 under.
Yeah.
You know what?
Did you guys eagle this hole already anyways?
Never been a liar. We're about 2 over.
2 over?
All right.
Okay.
You know what happened?
Your team. They just weren't good enough.
Really good. Something I can't say on camera. I'm a professional.
Appreciate it.
Alcohol. Alcohol.
I got you. But yeah, you were talking about the
so I think what you guys are, the cool thing about the Live that I don't think people understand is, so they're making these teams right now, right? So there's going to be 4-man teams at these events. So there's going to be owners of these teams. So people will own these teams just like you own an NFL team, right? And they'll move players in. That's going to be fun, right? Like, I don't know who's going to own them yet, but like, that's probably where the money's going to be created, right? They're going to create a lot of money through owning these 4-man teams, and there'll be all kind of gambling coming from this. Trust me, it'll be on Sunday. It'll be this team versus this team. It's going to create a lot of opportunity in golf, and it's different, which I'm cool with.
Now, Tiger has come out, and he's against it kind of, and made the point is if you're getting paid, what's going to make you work hard? Like now, if Tiger even joined, we know he's still going to work hard.
Yeah.
And if you're a hard worker, you're probably going to work hard. But do you think it might set a precedent for younger golfers to not work like Tiger Woods did because they're getting paid and stuff?
Well, I would love for Tiger to sit at a table and look at Michael Jordan and LeBron James and say, hey, you're getting paid, you don't work hard, right? I mean, that's I hate to say this because I'm a huge Tiger fan. That's a stupid statement, right? I mean, that's an ignorant statement when it comes to, are you really going to look Michael Jordan in the face and go, hey, you were making $23 million, but you didn't work hard on your game? Yeah. People are going to work hard because they're professionals. They want to be at the best.
If you want to win, you're going to want to win.
It's just a statement that was just it just dumbfounded me. And I get it because that's what he's used to in golf, but that's sport everywhere else, right? It just is what it is.
Like John Daly. Yeah. I believe that could have been so much better if he wanted to be, but he golfs to have fun.
Yeah.
Like he's not concerned about first place. He's going to make some money and he's going to have fun doing it.
Yeah. John Daly's one of those guys that, you know, again, if Tiger would said a million times, John Daly had way more talent than Tiger had, right? But it's one of those things where he wasn't as dedicated. You're going to find that in every sport, though, right? I mean, look at every, you know, we've had Cleveland Browns that have had credible talent and didn't have the work ethic, and we've had guys that have worked hard and played better above their level. That's just sports in general, right? It's going to happen in golf. It's going to happen anywhere. It doesn't matter whether they're getting paid or not.
Yeah, I mean, you have the guys like Dwayne Bowe or something like that, like a player that just comes to a team because they know they're going to get paid, but they don't have that will to work hard. But the guys that do, they're going to.
That's right.
Kind of looking at the PGA Tour though this year, Jimmy, real quick. Kind of your thoughts on the majors. We've kind of gotten through them this point, and even the Players Championship, kind of that consider that fifth major unofficially. Your thoughts, kind of where the PGA Tour is right now, and the majors, the results of those tours.
Well, the big question will be World Golf Championship and points going forward, live, right? But this year I thought it was a good year. I think Cam Smith proved himself, right? He's in the world of golf right now. He's one of the best players in the world, right? And what we're starting to see is some of these guys like Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson and some of these guys that are kind of falling off right now, right? They're just they're guys that were number one players in the world at the top that just don't seem to be don't feel like they have their game. But a lot of good young players, some injuries. Bryson DeChambeau had that injury, but guys like Xander Schauffele. There's some really, really good players out there that I think that are gonna make a difference for sure.
Hey,
hi.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there Miller Lite in that cooler?
There's only water. Yeah, ice cold water, but only water.
Do you guys approve of that or no?
Approve.
Just water.
Just water. I mean, while we're doing our show, yes. Maybe
that's probably appropriate.
Other comments for off air, they might be a little different.
Maybe not, right?
All right, I guess I understand that.
We'll find you Miller Lite. How's that?
Amazing.
That's the Ricky Smith golf.
That's the Ricky Smith golf outing. We are out here at Little Mountain with Jimmy Hanlon, PGA golf professional, and Jimmy, you were just mentioning the majors. That back nine for Cam Smith at the Open. I mean, one of the best sets of minutes of golf to watch throughout this year.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It just shows how talented he really is, right? When he gets the putter going, he's as good as anybody in the world. He might be the best player in the world right now, and so it's fun to watch when it comes from a standpoint of guys that just smash records and play that well, and it was really good. I hate to see major championships being decided by guys that are falling into it or they choked or that kind of thing. And we didn't see that a lot this year. We saw some really good play on some very historic golf courses, and so it's going to be interesting. Like the world of golf, it's going to give us guys like us a lot to talk about over the last 5 months, because usually FedEx Cup's over, we're done, right? Or Ryder Cup, we're done. We're not going to talk about golf. It's going to evolve, though, in the next 2. We're going to find out. World Golf, are these guys not going to be able to get into major championships because of stuff that's happening? I don't know, right? It's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
And we know you're busy out here with the Ricky Smith Golf Invitational, so we'll get you out of here on this. Talk about your involvement with Ricky and this golf tournament, plus the track that they're playing on today is a beautiful course out here at Little Mountain.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, Ricky and I, we just came around each other doing these celebrity bartending events. There's people asking us to do things for their charity. We started hanging out. We're just the same kind of guy, right? He's just a great guy. He makes me laugh. I don't take his crap. I throw it right back to him. I don't think a lot of people do that. I just fire it right back at him. So.
I heard your interview on, it was a Saturday show?
The Saturday show, my Saturday show on ESPN Cleveland. I'm just like, dude, whatever. I don't care what Ricky says. I just fire it right back. Exactly. So so we get along good. He FaceTimes me, when my show comes on at 1. He's that guy that, like, 1 in the morning when the show's on after the Guardians game, and he's drunk in the bar, and he's FaceTiming me, telling everybody, like, hey, my man, Jimmy Allen's on TV.
I mean, it's still one of my goals to get on pin shot.
Yeah. Oh, dude, pin shot's great.
I'm not going to do the shot. I want to break the window. Because
I
can hit it low, because that's how I golf. My shot's perfect to break that window.
We had a broken window on the last one. It's only the second one, I think, ever.
That was the one Riz was teasing, I think.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was good. So, thanks. Golf course in great shape, man. Little Mountain it's our 22nd European Open. I've been here all 22 years, and greens are awesome. The fairway, it's really good. Like, golf's great right now, man. Like, we're just killing it.
And like Sebastian, now I'm starting to. I got to go around and try every hot dog.
Yeah, right.
Great hot dog here.
Yeah,
too.
we have a great hot dog.
Oh, really good.
Depends if you like.
It's got to be a quarter pounder. All
some
beef.
people don't like the big. Some people like the dollar dog. But if you like the big hot dog,
it's so good.
We got a big hot dog.
Way to steal Seabass's bit.
Yeah. I texted him. I was like Greyhawk last week. Greyhawk was really good dog.
Yeah.
So I'll let him know.
Just steal it. Just steal it.
Hey, it's the greatest flattery in this business.
Yeah, that's right. If you steal
something
from it.
Well, we got our fantasy draft pretty soon here on the 21st, and you're still with James the Ringer.
Yeah.
Any words of advice for James this year?
Draft more Raiders. That's all. Draft more Raiders.
I always forget you're a Raiders fan.
Oh, yeah.
I own one other jersey that's not a Browns jersey.
It's a Raider jersey.
Bo Jackson.
Attaboy.
He's the guy who got me started loving football, and I still will say he's the greatest athlete to ever walk the face of the planet until LeBron was born. He took it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. Appreciate your time.
It's fun. I appreciate you guys being out here. I've always talked about coming out with you guys, and hopefully it stays this under control by the end of this thing.
Yeah. And we'll have to have you on again, Jimmy, too. But Jimmy Hanlon, PGA Golf Professional. You can hear him on ESPN Cleveland. You can catch him on Bally Sports. This is the Ricky Smith, excuse me. This is the Ricky Smith Golf Invitational out here at Little Mountain. We'll be back, hopefully, with Ricky Smith on the show one final time. This is the Voice of the Land on the Big Play Network.
Are you looking for a career in manufacturing? Vector Technical has you covered. Vector Technical is a 28-year-old staffing firm that has partnered with some of the biggest and the best companies throughout northeastern Ohio. The recruiters at Vector Technical will coach you through the entire job process and will help you land an opportunity that you are truly excited about. Vector does not add any additional fees and offers benefits as well as free online skills training through Penn Foster. To learn more, visit www.vectortechnicalinc.com and make sure to check out our job board to see a full list of our current opportunities and apply.
Out here live, Voice of the Land at the Ricky Smith Golf Invitational as he pulls up right behind us.
I pull up because I don't pull out. What's going on, guys? Man,
what's up, Ricky?
Thanks for being here, guys. I mean that for real.
No, thank you for having us.
Actually, you don't know this. I actually listen to the podcast pretty regularly. I'm a fan of you guys. I've known Jay for a little bit. He says that I inspire him, but he inspires me right back. Is a circular thing about being inspirational.
True.
To inspire others, you have to be inspired. So it's cool to be here. I am a little inebriated, but even still, we're getting some real, true thoughts.
You got me to do a shot. I don't ever do shots.
Are you going back to rehab now, or is it?
No, I just don't drink. Not a big
breaking
drinker.
News.
No, I never had to go to rehab, but. So how did Rake start? He wanted to.
Man, Rain Ice Kind is everywhere. Started 8 years ago, literally about last week. Down and out. It's a longer version, but down and out. I had a car. I was living in my car. Got repossessed. Then I got a bike. It got stolen, and kind of screw you to the universe. I took my last $20 in LA, and I bought 4 Little Caesars pizzas for $5. So I handed out to homeless people with their permission. I posted it, and people started doing it in other cities. And I was like, ugh. And I was like, I'm going back to Cleveland. I'm done with LA. Next day, I got a call from Cartoon Network because we have your TV writing gig. And I was like, okay, universe, I got to keep going. Actually, I'll give you guys something no one's ever seen before. I actually keep that voicemail. It's right there. I keep it 7:25, so I'm not bullshitting.
Nice.
I keep it right there, and I play it all the time. The guy goes, hey, we got your information. We want you to write it. And I go, I got to keep this going. So I was watching a show called Naked and Afraid, and I thought how cool it would be to go cross country. Nothing but a cell phone ID, doing acts of kindness. And people just started coming out, and I made it to a 501c3 and a nonprofit business, a great ride. Just motivate and inspire people. Like, I've been motivated and inspired. And it's a little unconventional. I don't do the whole 2 scoops of mashed potatoes and Mother Teresa. I'm not a saint. I drink. I do way too much partying, whatever. My thing is still use that to help people. We are all fighting demons, and we're all balanced, and you don't have to be this holier than thou.
Ain't no one out there perfect.
Some days I wake up and I don't want to do kindness, and I talk about it. I'm like, but it's just like, you know what? You know, life's going to be a lot worse, and when you live in that space, you realize that you're blessed.
Yeah.
We're all good looking. What if we were ugly?
I mean,
See? I'm happy to have the face we had.
I mean, I usually wear sunglasses and a hat to cover up most of it, but
That's some other stuff. You're hiding.
But I mean, you talk so much about inspiration, and we kind of talked at the beginning of the show when we were out here about how even the Cleveland Northeast Ohio community, it always has that family atmosphere, and to bring that all together and be that kind of inspiration. Yeah. I mean, what was the inspiration for this golf invitation?
It's funny you said that, man. Well, take a step back.
Yeah.
I was in LA, and I'm in LA. I live in LA. I make money in LA. That's how I really succeed. But I never wanted this story to be this LA guy's doing kindness. So I came back. I still split between LA and Cleveland, but I was like, I want the people to know that, like, Clevelanders are great. I believe, and I'm not knocking anybody, I believe the city of Cleveland does a bad job of marketing what we are. We try to be these, we got the new sushi restaurant, we got this and that. Cleveland is Cleveland people.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I've been all around the world, bro. You will never find people like Clevelanders.
I'm from Slavic Village, dude.
That alone,
Cleveland
man.
is a
I lived in LA, I lived in Atlanta, I lived everywhere. San Diego. Clevelanders are real. We're real, we're honest, whatever, and like you said it. So for me, we represent that anyway. Yeah, we might get, jaded, and people focus so many times on the bad. A guy told me one time, not to go on a tangent, a guy told me one time, he said, people always talk about how many bad people in the world. He said, when you see, at the time, remember the Boston bombing?
Yes.
The marathon?
Yes.
He goes, it's so many bad people. He goes, there was 3 people that did it, but there was thousands and not millions that donated and came. We don't talk about that. We talk about 3 bad apples.
Yep.
I gave my mom this story real quick. My mom said, it's so much bad in the world. It's so much bad. I go, Mom, you go to the mall? She says, yeah. I go, do people just steal stuff? She goes, I go, we all went to the mall and stole stuff. They wouldn't stop us. I said, traffic light. Do people stop at traffic lights? Yeah. We still know order. We still know whatever. So we get these things, and now with 24-hour news cycles, they have to put stuff on. I'm not one of those, I'm not one of, God, I work on TV. But they have to give us things constantly to monkeypox and this and that, and the guys in jail. There's so many great people. Now my line is this, and this is why I love your hash, your tag. If you don't only gut people, you're telling yourself. I'll say it in camera. If you don't only gut people, you're telling yourself. That means you're not where good people are.
Yeah.
At least look at yourself. Yeah. If you're doing good, you'll see good. If you like sports, you'll see guys doing sports. That's like saying, I don't know, nobody goes to Browns games. Have you been to a Browns game? No. If you did, you would. Yeah. Same with kindness, same with good people. I mean, right here, this guy right here, Ty. When I met Ty, he was living down and out. He was homeless. Look at him now.
What?
You're not homeless no more? Exactly. See?
He was homeless.
See? That's his brother. He was. No, but even then, I've known Ty. Come here. I'm gonna tell you funny. I've known Ty as a drinking buddy for years. Just drinking buddy out. Good energy, good people. We see each other. It's cool. We talking about how Clevelanders just have good energy.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Especially you.
But it's not bad at you. Your crew, good people. But
100%.
People don't realize Cleveland is the people.
Yep.
We don't have much places. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm one of the best places.
We're all tight.
We're going to town hall. It's like 9 places to go. We're not a big city.
Nope.
Population wise, we're up there with like Tulsa. People don't realize that. We shouldn't have 3 sports teams. No, if you look at population wise,
I know.
We're like Oklahoma City. We shouldn't have 3 sports teams. So people start to believe Cleveland's bigger than it is. We're a small city.
We're tight.